Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'll be reviewing the film The Wild Robot from the 2024 London Film Festival. The Wild Robot is directed and written by Chris Sanders and stars Lupita Nyong'o, Pedro Pascal, Kit Connor, Bill Nighy, and Stephanie Hsu. This is a The Wild Robot movie review, and there will be spoilers. If you like our movie reviews, please like this The Wild Robot film review and subscribe. Once subscribed, click the bell notification box to be instantly notified of new reviews. Please also consider supporting us through a channel membership or by becoming one of our patrons on Patreon at patreon.com/FilmBook. And now, The Wild Robot movie review. Chris Sanders so eloquently expands his canon of unlikely relationships in the wonderfully affecting and visually exciting The Wild Robot. Lupita Nyong'o and her supporting cast, which includes the likes of Pedro Pascal, Kit Connor, and Catherine O'Hara, bring humor, expression, and emotion to a tale of kindness, motherhood, and coexistence between beings, a poignant and beautifully sentimental animated family film. The opening wastes little time, bursting onto the screen with a bang as friendly helper robot Rosum Unit 7143, nicknamed Roz, crash lands on an island inhabited solely by animals. What commences is a 15-minute onslaught of pure visual movement and splendor as our robot gets entangled with the fearing wildlife. It is impressive to see the film begin not with dialogue, but with fun and frantic imagery of chaos and confusion as the robot interacts with the animals. One is reminded of WALL-E in that sense, but without the profundity and depth here. Instead, an electricity of action and visual movement that is worthy in its own right. It culminates into the film's central conceit, where, in the carnage of her arrival, Roz accidentally crushes a goose nest, leaving only one egg safe. It hatches and imprints on the first thing it sees, Roz. It is told wonderfully through the animation, the sadness of the destruction, the bitter sweetness of the surviving egg, all through the perspective of an unthinking, unfeeling robot. And so, Roz must complete her programming, to help and provide service to those she encounters, to raise this gosling and help it to fly. What follows is a touching story of a robot who overcomes her programming of servitude and instead learns to love. It is a film wholly about that unlikely bond, something reminiscent of Sanders' previous How to Train Your Dragon. He seems interested in these unlikely relationships. In Dragon, it is the friendship between man and beast, and here the paternal, and more specifically the motherly, love that a robot feels for a gosling. It is utterly charming and effectively told, with a directness that emphasizes its rich emotionality. This expands outwardly into themes of coexistence, where we see even more unlikely and rewarding bonds between all the animals on the island. A satisfying and rewarding celebration of love in community and companionship. Its animation throughout retains that familiar CGI patently aesthetic so common in the medium since the revolution that was Into the Spider-Verse. It is detailed and textured, if not as arresting perhaps as some previous instances of animation in this vein. It also has a wonderful rhythm to its images, the frantic opening only one instance among many of its electric moments. There are equally moments of beauty in its tone and color that at times do truly dazzle. All its elements truly complement the emotional intensity of the story. The film does at times become a little frustrating, however. In a pivotal sequence for the film, where our gosling is learning to fly, it unfolds like a montage that has an original song playing over it. It is slightly grating, and doesn't provoke the same emotional weight the incredible score is capable of doing itself. It sticks out like a sore thumb and takes you out of the scene, discordant with the rest of the film. One is reminded of a similar scene from Sanders' How to Train Your Dragon, where in the culmination of the protagonist's training efforts, the film erupts into the operatic and euphoric test drive sequence, where emotion is narrated so effortlessly by the score. The music complements the scene and acts as a through line for its emotion, but in The Wild Robot, the presence of an original song in its place is obvious and dislocating. There are also one too many jokes, but they are tasteful and bound to be enjoyed by both parents and children alike. The Wild Robot is nevertheless a terrific animated film. It is a relief to see fresh work from big studios and have it regarded with such depth and care as it is here. From thoughtful animation to a moving story of motherhood and community, Sanders has crafted one of DreamWorks' best films in years, and without tying itself to any other franchise. An original and heartfelt film that will be sure to charm and delight all ages. And that brings us to the conclusion of this, The Wild Robot movie review. I would love to hear your thoughts on it below in the comments section. If you liked what you heard during this review, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. Please also visit and subscribe to our podcast channel at FilmBook Podcast on YouTube. If you would like to get FilmBook's articles delivered to your inbox, sign up for our daily newsletter or download our Android FilmBook app for instant notifications. You'll find links to both in the description and on our website, FilmBook. That's film-book.com. Thanks for dropping by, and I'll see you next time.